This morning in Project Fitness, gym myths busted. We hear them all the time, but how do we separate fact from fiction? Joining us this morning from Gold's Gym, East Greenwich and Pawtucket is Melissa Rector to help us find out more. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so biggest gym myth. Let's start there. What is it?
You know, there definitely are a couple, but I'm going to have to go with that being sore equals a good workout. That's definitely not true. There's a couple of different factors as to why you'd be sore. Muscle growth is one of them, because if your muscles are going to grow, they're going to, rip and repair, so they're going to be sore. But if you're in pretty good fitness shape and then you continue to do the same types of workouts, you're not going to be sore. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That means your body is getting a little bit more adapted to working out and your muscles are getting used to a little bit of pressure. It's good to feel a little soreness every now and then, but if you can't get out of bed, that's not always an indicator that you did a good workout.
All right, so a little pain can be good.
A little pain can be good, but you want to be able to move, and just know that if you're not sore, that does not mean it wasn't a good workout. You got your body moving, you got your heart rate up. It's always a good thing to get moving, regardless if you're sore or not.
And speaking of good workouts and being a little sore, a lot of women tend to shy away from the heavy lifting. What's the myth about that?
People are afraid, or women are afraid that they're going to get big and masculine and bulky, but the bottom line is, women, you don't have enough testosterone to support the big, bodybuilder muscles. And the truth is, by lifting a little bit, and a couple times a week, a good weightlifting routine, it's actually going to help you in your appearance, because we're all wanting to be toned, so the weight training is what's going to get you that toned appearance.
Yeah. Okay, and not only are lifting weights important, but getting your cardio as well. A lot of people, you see them running on the treadmill. Is that good for your joints or bad?
Anything that you do that your body is pounding on the floor, whether it be running, whether it be a fitness class, your joints are going to take a little bit of a pounding. So we would recommend at Gold's Gym that you do a good amount of cross training, that you're going to work on the treadmill. When the weather gets nicer, come on outside for a run, the elliptical, a class, but make sure you keep your shoes in good shape. Every 500 miles on your feet, the cushion starts to wear out. So that would be the number one thing, is to make sure that you cross-train so your joints don't get tired of one thing, and then two, that you keep your shoes in really good form. Keep a nice new pair of tennis shoes.
Good tip to keep in mind. And I know a lot of people have those protein shakes every day, and is too much protein a bad thing, or how can it help?
It is. Your body can only process a certain amount of protein at a time, and you only need a certain amount throughout the day. I'm not going to shoot out some statistics, because it depends on how tall you are, it depends on the gender, it depends on what your fitness goals are. But a palm size for amount of a protein is about the size of protein that you want. And look for the protein shakes. Women, somewhere around 25, 30 grams of protein is plenty. Guys, a little bit more, but things that have like 50, 60 grams of protein, for the most part, for the average person, it's really not necessary.
Okay. Things to keep in mind when you're going to the gym. Thank you so much, Melissa, for joining us. And to find even more gym myths busted, head to foxprovidence.com.